Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode. Super excited for this one because I've been eyeing this shoe for a very long time. We are doing a first impressions of the 𝕤𝕠𝕔𝕚𝕒 in the vintage green colorway. Let's get into it. If this is the first time to the channel, then welcome. My name is Jess from writtenbyjess.com, and I make videos and written blog post content about sneakers and lifestyle products. So if you like that kind of content, then please consider hitting the subscribe button right down below. I truly appreciate your support. And for those who are back for another episode, welcome back. So today I'm very excited because we are going to be unboxing and doing a first impressions of the 𝕤𝕠𝕔𝕚𝕒 vintage greens. I've been wanting these for a very long time. They, I believe, originally released in 2022. So it's been about 2 years, and I saw them at a local shoe shop online and I couldn't believe my eyes. I had to make sure that the style code was the right one because I saw it for retail and I couldn't believe it. And so here we are a few weeks later. I placed the order and we have it right here. So I'm gonna open up in front of you and show you my first reactions. I'm very excited. Let's get into it. All right, so let's just get into it and unbox. I have made it a point to make my background light green. I'm wearing my favorite green hoodie, and I'm probably gonna release this near St. Patrick's Day. So it's all really relevant in my opinion, but let's open up the box here because I'm super excited. And let's see what we get. Shout out to 𝕤𝕤𝕤𝕤, I think it's called. I saw it on their website. They are from, I think, Alberta. So, Canadian shop. Let's open it up. And yep, so it's from 𝕤𝕤𝕤𝕤. And it says, "Hey Jessica, thanks for your support. Enjoy the new dunks, the Mo Crew." That's kind of nice to have a handwritten note from them. This is just my invoice, and it does say final sale on it. There's some nice tissue paper. And this is your standard Nike box. It just says women's 𝕤𝕠𝕠𝕚. And 8.5 women's, 7 men's. So if you want to see that, it is right there. Let's open it up and see what they look like. All right, so first impressions. They are a little bit shiny. I don't know if you can see, but they have a little shine to them. These are what they look like. Super cool. Let's go over some of the details for this sneaker here. So this sneaker retailed for $150 Canadian and about $110 or $115 USD. The actual colorway for this shoe is white, pro green, and coconut milk. And the model for this is DQ8580-100. The original release date for this, as I mentioned, was March 2022. And I believe the retail price for this back then was a little bit cheaper than what it is now, because I feel like $150 is quite a bit for a pair of dunks. However, I think because of the popularity of this colorway, people were really excited to have it, so they probably jacked up the price a little bit. Let's go over briefly the background and history of the Nike Dunks. So back in 1985, they actually released Dunks as a basketball sneaker. And I don't know if you can see my poster back here, but that is basically some of the first ones that are released for the purposes of basketball. However, in the skating community, they did find that the sole was pretty grippy, and also it was a flat shoe, so it was easy for them to skateboard in, which is probably why they created the Nike SB line. And you know, they've catered that line to skateboarding now, which is how it became to be what it is today. However, a lot of people do just wear dunks as just like a casual sneaker that they wear, that they like to dress up. So that's pretty cool. So that's a little bit about the sneaker itself. Let's go into the materials and features of this shoe. So this shoe features a foam midsole, a responsive cushioning in the shoe, a padded low top collar, and a rubber outsole. It has two-tone color blocking, which was on the first line of dunks in 1985. It has obviously the vintage look of the yellowed or the sailed midsole. The laces are also vintage as well, pretty yellowed. As I mentioned earlier, this has a little bit of a shiny tone to it, and I think that is a subtle bit of patina, which you've seen on other Jordans, such as this one here, where it has that like bronze metallic-y copper look to it. And I think that's what they added to this sneaker here, because I'm actually quite surprised at how shiny this looks. It's just surprising to me to see it, but nonetheless, I really enjoy it. It's just something different in my collection. In terms of first impressions, I do really like them a lot. I am loving green at the moment, anything green really. And so when I saw that these were available, I was super excited to be able to get them for a retail price. And in terms of quality, because I do find that Dunks quality control is actually quite poor. I'm just looking at the sneaker now, and usually the back of the shoe where the Nike sign is it's okay. It's a little bit off in my opinion. If you can see, the Nike logo on this shoe is a little bit higher to the top of the shoe compared to this one here. Not super even, but you know, it is what it is. Every Dunk I've owned has had some type of flaw in it, so I'm actually not surprised, to be honest with you. The stitching on the sides actually look pretty good to me. Let's look at the toe box. Yeah, so I don't know if you can see it on the toe box area, but they do look different, don't they? In my opinion, at least, they look different. So this one here actually looks a little bit more like there's less green at the top. It's so hard to explain, but it just, to me, to my eye, it doesn't really look even to me. And you know, it is what it is. Can't really do much about it. In terms of quality, like, see the bottom of the shoe has that little scuff mark there, but I'm gonna be wearing these, so I'm not super concerned about that. It would have been kind of cool if they came with a different color lace. It only comes with these vintage ones, but other than that, pretty simple shoe. Nothing to rave about in terms of, you know, what type of technology is in this. I expect it to kind of be the same as every other Dunk that I have. I do find that the padding along the collar here seems to be a little bit thicker. It's a different material than what I'm used to. It has a little bit of a corduroy look and feel to it. So that's different from the Dunks that I previously had. I'm just gonna try and throw them on my foot really quickly to see if the sizing seems to be okay. So I'm gonna throw them on real quick and let you know. But yeah, they feel pretty good. They feel like every other Dunk I've owned. I can feel a little bit of padding at the back where that collar is, and it feels a little bit more supportive than the ones I normally wear. But these I haven't like worn out yet, so it might become loose over time. That's gonna do it for this week's video. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know what you think about these sneakers here. It's kind of wild because as I was really like looking for them, I did see them in some consignment shops here in Toronto, and I think they were going for, at one point, like $600 for a pair of Dunks, which is kind of wild to me, as I said. But make sure, if you're looking for these, to check your local sneaker boutique or store. They may have them. I do believe that they did release again at the end of November 2023, so maybe retailers are just getting their stock and pushing them out. But I like these. I'm glad to have them in my rotation, and thanks for stopping by for another episode, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace. Bye. Hey everyone, thanks for checking out today's video. Please consider subscribing to see more content just like this. There is always more to see on my blog at www.writtenbyjess.com. Thank you for all your support, and we'll catch you in the next one.